All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're playing more Ace Combat 6. Flying planes. Blowing things up. All that. All sorts of stuff. I don't even have my chat open. There we go. For those of you who are involved in the faction wars, there's been a small update. Might be worth a look. Just saying. But yeah, other than that, we just fly plane. I think we're literally on the last mission of the expert / fighters only run. And then we should be getting into all sorts of stuff. I don't want to make promises just yet, because I don't even really have my plan fully solid yet. So let's just fly plane, huh? Just do a little bit of fly plane. Oh, there we go. I apparently had my my Elgato source off.
I'd stick my finger in that.
And the Xbox 360 logo? I probably would too. What are we drinking today? I'm so glad you asked. I have here a Starbucks not Starbucks, Caribou refresher. It's all right.
I think piss in your mouth.
I think it's dragon fruit. I think that's dragon fruit. My sister is back from college for a short time, and she was running to Caribou for coffee. So I got this. I don't even really know what she got me 100% though. I think it's dragon fruit refresher. I don't know if they call it refresher. That might be Starbucks' thing. I don't go to either of them, so I don't really know, to be honest with you. But that's what I got. It's like a lemonade. It's like a lemonade. Oh, and if you get the can only play for your own faction, what's it? You have to join first. You have to do the join command first.
We have received preliminary results from the tests regarding
Bob is just on. Wait, no.
We've spotted a potential launch area for that
Slight
second cruise
oversight
missile
in the code.
shot at Grace Maria.
Bob might not be on a team officially.
In the northern sea of Estovakia,
I could see how if you're. Let me look.
About
I think if you're
15
not
years ago,
on a
the
team,
Ulysses collision brought about a state of misery and fear
then
unprecedented in modern history.
you might just be able to attack both and never actually join one of them.
Crisis posed by meteors if
Oh
they were to
shit.
hit the Earth. The Estovakians had developed a giant railgun for the purpose of intercepting those meteors.
Hold on.
But for some reason, they stopped short of bringing it to
I messed
fruition.
something up this morning
Soon
while I was
after,
updating
meteors
it.
had fallen
I'm
on
trying to
many
fix it
nations,
before anyone
Estovakia
notices.
among them. There is not much intelligence available concerning this giant railgun.
Oh god.
And nothing of it has been made public
Speedrun.
since the prototype. Some from the
Thank God I
American
have this all
Ministry of
set up
Science and
in like a
Technology
little
were
window
concerned about the potential dangers
so that I can
of the
navigate it all with the
system
mouse once it's been
used
like
as a
written
weapon
out.
of war. As crisis loomed, the nations
Okay.
banded together and decided to
It says I'm
prohibit
with the
any further
ghosts.
development of
Well,
the meteor interception system.
If you
Although
can't.
the technology was being developed for peaceful purposes, the
Oh.
potential for evil was far too great a risk to take. Emeria cannot be at peace until the
No.
threat of cruise missiles has been
If you
completely
can't
eliminated.
do a claim for
You've
your
been
ghosts,
assigned to investigate
or
an
sorry,
area just north of San
for the
Island.
ghosts, then you're not on the
Destroy
ghosts.
any cruise missiles found
If that
and
makes
their
sense.
facilities. If you happen to
You're just
encounter
not-
any threatening objects, move into attack
You-
formation immediately.
No, you just attacked
Blow
the
hell
ghosts.
out of all targets. It's time to
So you're
put an
definitely
end
not on the
to
ghosts,
this
because otherwise it would
tragic
stop you
period
from
in our
attacking
history,
your own team.
which has emerged as a result of the Ulysses
Hold on, what was I in here for initially? Oh, right, I was gonna look at the attack logic and see. Yeah, Yeah, there's a bit of an oversight. So if you're not officially on either team, you can attack both of them. But you just can't contribute to either of them. I'll have to fix that. All that it's checking for, because my brain is so, like, one track sometimes, all that it's checking for when it's verifying if you can run that is it's just like, are you on the team you're trying to attack? No? Then you're good. So if you're not on either team, you can attack either of them, because all it's looking for is just whether you're on the team or not. Mercs, you added Mercs, I guess. Because, yeah, he did attack goblins. So he, since he's not on a team, he can just attack both and never contribute anything to either. I'll polish it up. I also was going to add a thing that says you're not on a team. I was going to add, like, an error for it that the bot would tell you. Just for clarity's sake. But I forgot to do that. Is that an F-22 Raptor? It's an F-22A Raptor, actually. Just close her out. Get a medal. Have you dropped Oblivion streams, or are you still mixing them in? Still mixing them in. We're playing it tomorrow. I mean, what? I mean, what? You drinking? Caribou Refresher. I think it's dragon fruit. I don't know. My sister got it while she was out this morning, and I don't know exactly what she got. I just heard caffeine, and it's not coffee, and I said, sure, I'll take it. That sounds refreshing. Is it good though? It is. It's good. It's really sour. It's like a lemonade. It's really sour.
She might be trying to disrupt our plans. I better contact Grace Maria Base. Wait! Let's hear her out first.
But that's when its construction was completed.
Recover to optimum cooling. We can resume with launching. Roger. Resume attacks immediately.
This might be one of my favorite final missions in the series, to be honest. This is a good one.
All stricken team members assemble for takeoff. For the glory of our country.
Watching this and Twitch stream at the same time, but the YouTube stream is fine? Or do you just mean the stream? Because normally in my experience, a YouTube stream will hog way more memory than... What's that? Than a Twitch stream. Just because of the way YouTube is. YouTube in general hogs more memory. Oh, the game hates it.
Enemy forces incoming.
Yeah, let me go get some planes first.
The battery's weak points are its cooling units.
Where's the ace on this mission? I didn't look. Hold on. Ace, combat 6, aces. Almost forgot. The last one.
So many erections!
What the fuck? The ace on this mission is the F4E ace. Following the third mission update, the ace will appear on Chandelier's runway alongside other F4Es. Oh, the ace is going to try to take off and flee the combat zone, so the player only has 60 seconds to shoot down both the ace and the target core. Okay, this actually seems like a fun one. It's gonna show up like at the end when I'm on a time limit for the tunnel run. And I have to shoot that down and do the tunnel run in a short time. That actually does sound pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. I'm super down for that. Oh, there are a lot of missiles. I should not be using high G like that. I just get so used to spamming it everywhere I go, and then I get into like an actual difficult spot, and I just lose all my speed using it.
Send me a copy of that. Roger, all planes. I'm sending you data concerning the enemy's weapon capabilities.
I thought I got shot down there for a second. Mistress sauce. What was the mistress sauce about? Where did that come from? First mission has an F-22, last mission has an F-4. It's so weird. I don't know why. You'd think it would be the opposite, right? Ooh. Damn it, I missed the perfect shot. I'm gonna be all rusty.
Cruise missile, they've just initiated the launch sequence.
I haven't been flying lately. And Ace Combat 6 kinda doesn't mess around. I got one. It's not gonna hit him, but I got a perfect. Okay.
Missile closing in. Evade. Anti-aircraft artillery destroyed. Garuda 1 destroyed the target. Radar lock.
Fucked a married woman? What?
Careful now, they're tracking you on radar.
He did what now? Hot sauce. What is this I'm hearing? Who did who?
Cruise missile, they've just initiated. Garuda 1, do you read
Got
me?
fully flacked this mission. Okay. Please.
All planes, let's move out. Garuda 2, roger.
Wind cover here. Roger that. Avalanche here. Roger that. Blizzard, initiate attack here. Roger that.
Cruise missile, they've
Miss out on
just
lore when you don't hang out in the Discord. I swore to myself long ago that I would no longer hang out in Discord servers because I would waste so much of my time primarily in my own Discord server. Like, so much time that I should have been working, I would just be in there messaging like all the fucking time. So I basically had to like swear myself off of Discord. I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed on the Discord. By personal rule. Ooh. It's literally me. Yeah, I think that was like, I think that was before we met, False, that I don't know. Do you ever remember me being active, like in my Discord / your Discord? Because honestly, I don't know when I did that exactly. But yeah, I had to like swear myself off of just hanging out in Discord servers. It was before me? Okay, yeah.
Launch of enemy cruise missile confirmed. It's headed straight for Grace Maria. Cruise missile,
That's why I have like my own Discord muted and I'm almost never in there. It's because I wasted so much time that I should have been working in there. So I had to just banish myself from it. I had to turn it off and never look back. The mods handle it.
Watch out for that missile, Garuda 1.
The mods tend to it for me, and I don't know what the fuck is going on in there.
That's it. That must have been a cooling unit.
Stop ignoring them. Stop ignoring them loading the missiles. That is what that says. I was like, am I reading this wrong? You don't have to get the missiles as long as you... They can fire off a ton of the missiles. You have plenty of time to just destroy the targets instead. They're constantly yelling at you to shoot the missiles themselves. But it's honestly way easier to just go and take out all the targets instead.
Cruise missile. They've just initiated the launch sequence.
And obviously I'm trying to grab extra points where I can.
Looks like you took a hit on your wings. You okay?
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you. Enemy hit. Fox 2. I'm still okay. Behind you.
Grace Mary is getting annihilated. This ain't my first rodeo.
Talisman.
I know what I'm doing. It's a few casualties. And we're still gonna get an S rank, so it's fine.
Enemy cruise missile launched. Grace Mary has been hit.
That's fine. Casualties happen.
They've just initiated the launch sequence.
So many erections!
Radar lock. Enemy hit.
Okay, yeah, there's still a few.
Fifth one down. Cooling unit number 5 is destroyed.
Damn right.
Enemy cruise missile launched. That was number 4.
Whoa.
We're in a mess here.
We're not in a mess. It's all under control. Don't listen to him.
Cruise missile. They've just initiated the launch sequence. Connecting ESM for Garuda 1. Fox 2.
Is that? Oh no, there's one more. We got a little time.
Piss on him! Piss on him! Piss on him!
Target data confirmed.
Piss on
There's one
him!
left. Repeat, only one remaining.
Charles is fully loaded and ready to launch. Soros launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch.
grab the points from it. I don't see why not. That's not gonna hit. The bombs will. I don't know why I shot the missiles. Oh. My boy's got him. Don't worry about it. You see that, chat? It's all shut down. Oh.
The little girl was right. That thing still isn't dead. Thermoscan data confirmed.
You know, you don't have to go for the warheads. Because even then, like, we cleared all the extra targets pretty much too, without stalling it by going for the warheads. The warheads are honestly just kind of a distraction unless you're really taking your time.
Leave this to me. I'll move in for a closer look.
Don't be stupid, Shamrock. You'll be full of holes before you can get close.
This is Garuda 2. I'm going in alone at low altitude.
Garuda 2, that's too dangerous.
Grace Mary has been hit. Joel just walking off. It's fine. It is fine. Don't worry about it.
Dance with the angels.
Go dance with the angels. Man, that is so sour. Like, I almost need water in between sips of that. It's so sour. Holy shit. It feels like it's like drying my mouth out.
A little further. Gotcha.
Being repeatedly nuked. They're not nukes. It's just a rail gun. Don't worry about it.
Did you get the data?
They're explosives. They're not nukes.
Garuda 2.
Unless I missed something important. Dilute it. Honestly, that might work. Just putting a bit of water in it.
I'm losing thrust.
Awful carbonated drinks. No, this is more of like a lemonade. This one isn't carbonated at all.
Maybe I won't need it. Let's see what these angel wings can do. Shamrock, you're off radar.
Shamrock, respond! Marcus! Marcus!
Shamrock is down.
All planes, get in there and save him! Shamrock is alive! He's gotta be alive!
Ghost Eye, take it easy.
Remember the ace? Yeah, it's the third mission update.
Take a look at the bottom.
So he won't be here, I don't think.
Moving to dive down under the battery. I'm gonna take out that backup cooling unit.
Preparing Starros for launch. Initiating loading.
How did 2 bomblet dispensers only take out one of them? Oh my god, this is a dangerous spot. Forgot how spooky it is. I don't think I can go back to the repair line. I don't think we have time. Oh, it's because they're tanky as fuck. I see. 1 bomblet dispenser only did like a bit of damage. I see now. Oh, okay, there we go. Get me in there. That one was a little scary.
Backup cooling units destroyed. We did it. We finally got it.
Oh, that's gone too.
Not quite. Now what?
Sugary stuff. Oh, I drink Celsius because it's like no sugar, no Well, it has taurine is the sweetener that this uses, but
Trust you with this.
taurine is like the safest of the big sweeteners as well. The least destructive for you. But literally, I specifically seek out caffeinated stuff without sugar or like aspartame or sucralose or anything like that. Because the aspartame and the sucralose are just as bad. They're just different. Different kind of bad. But still terrible for you. That's the ace. Got him before he even took off. That's how we do it. Red Bull sugar-free addiction. What does sugar-free Red Bull use?
That sounds like that fucking dog VTuber.
This was a great time for that one with like the no music and everything. That was just perfect, really. You like sugar-free Red Bull? Bro, somehow, I've had one a couple times. I think they taste fucking terrible. The sugar-free ones. Although I'm not a big fan of Red Bull's flavor, even just normally. The sugar-free ones are worse, though. There we go. I like that mission. I haven't spoken to that person ever since. The sugar-free ones are brutal. I drink jet fuel. That's how it feels. That's just how Red Bull feels. What's the next run? The next run, I'm gonna do the normal difficulty. Because we need to still do a fight, or sorry, no, this was the fighters only run. So we need to do an attackers only run and a multi-role only run still. So, what I'm gonna do here is go back for normal difficulty now because we also have to S rank normal. I just wasn't thinking about that before when I jumped straight into hard mode. We're gonna go to normal now and do the attackers only run while we're doing normal. Because that's the time to do it. I'm not gonna do it on ace. I'm absolutely not gonna do it on ace. So it's basically gonna be a whole A10 run. Pretty much. Because, well, the F2A isn't bad in this game. But the only attackers in the game are the A10, the F2A, and the F117. And the F117 in Ace Combat 6 is one of the most dog shit planes I have ever flown in an Ace Combat game. I don't want anything to do with that. I just refuse to touch it ever again. So, yeah, it's gonna be A10 and F2A the whole way. Oh wait, no, sorry, it's not the F2A that's the attacker. The F2A is a multi-role in this game. That's right, it's the Tornado. Because there are only 3. The F2A is a multi-role here. The Tornado is my other option. The Tornado's fine. The A10 is just better. Frankly. I drink it with Jack as a chaser sometimes. Yeah, that makes it better.
Tosha flew as wingman for Lieutenant Commander Pasternak. In battle, Pasternak took the brunt of the battle alone and left Tosha.
I'm sorry, did I just see that there's like a 100-point gap between goblins and ghosts right now? What happened? They were like even at the start of the stream. Skip the cutscene? No. When did that happen? The fuck? You guys were like tied. Where are all the goblins at? I mean, I know it's Mother's Day, but damn.
The military regime was brought to an end. A ceasefire agreement is to be arranged between our two nations next week. We can finally return to our homeland.
Wow. Just wow. Happy Mother's Day to Chat's mom. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Chat, if you know any single moms, let me know. Tell them I said Happy Mother's Day.
Guess I'll just have to stick it out in this wheelchair until I heal up.
If your mom is single, let me know. That works too. Tell her I said Happy Mother's Day.
But I'm actually feeling pretty good about this. If only my wife and daughter could have joined me to enjoy this.
Why do you want to meet single moms? No reason.
I could have asked for.
No reason. My boy Shammy.
The Golden King is shining bright up on a tank in the plaza. His smile brings a sense of happiness to everyone. And now I'm off to meet the mother and daughter behind those unforgettable voices from the radio.
Sadly, you'd have to cross the ocean. Are they British? He's single again already? No, I'm not. Just... it's complicated.
They're all smiles here. A whole legion of
Forget the chat knows that now. Forget the chat knows that I'm not single. I say these things, completely forgetting that they know now.
Talisman. This is it. This is what we've been fighting for.
Oh, yeah. Complicated. No, I'm just joking about how I joke on stream, saying things like, you know, if your mom is single, let me know. Which, I mean, you still absolutely could. If that were the case, you certainly could still let me know. But that's not on the table.
Cole likes rimming.
It's a bad time to bring that up, I think. Insane timing. It's bad time. Look at him dig that hole. Hold on, let me you know, just cover my bases, and I need to message my girlfriend. There. Hole already dug? Nope, I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it right now. I'm already fixing it. She said, I know. No hole being dug here. No hole being dug. Immediate response, I know, LOL. We're clear, chat. We're good to go. So, any moms in the chat? I know what you are. Bro, she knows what I am, clearly. I know and I forgive you are not the same thing. No. I said, don't worry about the single mom jokes. Just jokes for chat, smiley face. That's not exactly what I said, but that's basically what I said. And she said, I know. She also just said sleeping on the couch tonight, so. Good enough for me. That's enough of a win for me. I'll take it. You gotta take what you can get sometimes. We take our victories where we can.
Just turn around and there's this big figure just pounding me.
Once again, timing. Comedy has no boundaries. It's okay, she says some crazy shit sometimes too. We're even on this one. How the hell did this ginormous gap form between the two teams? This is crazy. Hold on. Oh my god, the inactivity filter. Hello? I'm still here. There we go. I'm just live adding in the error message because I'm like, during the credits, I got time. Oh, man. Alright, well, I got my work cut out for me. This war ain't worth it? Hey, man. I mean, you just gotta put in a little effort. That's all you gotta do. Man, actually adding this is gonna be kinda a lot, to be honest. Just looking at the function and how it's written right now, this is gonna be a bit of a restructuring here. No, it's not. Hold on. Let me duplicate that. Oh, achievements. I should get maybe more than one? Question mark? Only one. Why did I only get one? Oh, I hit the mic. Complete Estevakian assault record. Is there not one for all the named aircraft? I guess there's not, actually. No, there's not. That's weird. There's one for destroying 10 named aircraft, but not for getting all 15. Weird. Just weird, but okay. Difficulty level Ace has been unlocked. A new medal, Raging Falcon, has been unlocked. Assault record update. Assault record is the Ace craft. No, it includes other stuff too. Or an actual 360. I'm playing on an Xbox One, but using the backwards compatibility on it. This game emulates like shit, so I'd rather just play it on the console and not... I would rather deal with all the capture card bullshit than deal with the emulator. Which, if you know me, should tell you quite a bit about how this game plays on emulation. I mean, it plays okay, just not well enough for it to be worth it, basically. Hold on, what do I call it? Oh, that's what I named the variable for someone like not being on a team. Okay, so if it equals that, I got time. Hold on, chat.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Then oh, yeah. Then run that. Right.
Listen to your teacher, okay?
And then
give the king my best.
if else do nothing.
Dance with an angel, Mom.
Dance with an angel, Mom.
Maybe we'll tango instead of
Fuck you, Mom. It's Mother's Day. She doesn't know what she's saying. Ignore her.
That's our way of saying goodbye.
Okay.
My husband is an Air
So
Force
that
pilot
should work.
and
I can
refers
just
to
probably
fighter
copy
planes as
paste that
angels.
and then just put it in the
When
right
he'd go on a
spot
mission that
everywhere
kept him
and
away from home, I'd tell him in frustration to
And
go
we're
dance
good.
with his angels.
go dance with your angels.
Matilda grew up hearing this, and now she uses it all the time. There's a nice
Put one
view
there,
of the King's
put
Bridge from
one
our house.
there. I hope this works right and
Iron
doesn't
Giant
break
is the pride of Grace Marietta,
everything.
the capital city. In
That
the
would be
old
tragic, but very
city
par for
below
the
the
course at
bridge,
this point.
You can make out an ancient castle, which is even more famous than the bridge.
Is anyone here not on a team? Has anyone here not done the join command yet? To join one? Is that Ryan? Or is that like Rion? Thank you for the sub. Anyone? I think I just added it to, let me double check, to all of them that would need it.
The king was a gentle person who was a bit on the small side. But he
Yes.
crafted a giant suit of armor that convinced his
Maybe. Oh,
enemies
false.
to
You haven't
surrender
joined
without
one.
a single fight.
I haven't? Okay. Could you do like exclamation point
They found such warmth in his smile that they bowed down to
claim
him in humility.
goblins or like goblin daily or just anything other than the attacks? The attacks aren't gonna
That's how
work.
the story goes. His smiling face still touches the hearts of our
I can
heroes.
literally just yoink that for the attacks though.
The very face my daughter
Oh wait, no, I
had
put it
when
into
I
the
was this
attacks.
morning.
I'm so smart. Yeah. Yeah.
The song on the radio
Yeah.
seems to be a perfect match for the sunny weather.
I ain't got no points. You gotta have some. Do the daily. The daily is free. Just run a daily for me. It won't let you if you're not on the team.
I have no idea what's happening.
But you should just get an error message now.
And the shaking.
Like a specific tailored error message rather than the generic, you can only play for your own team one.
Behind a pillar of flame.
I'm so good at this. I can code. I'm so good at this.
Attention all pilots. Our capital city, Grace Maria, is under attack by unknown aircraft.
Just like
Damage
that.
from the attacks is widespread throughout the
That's all it
city.
took.
All planes scramble and intercept all threats immediately.
Or do that. Check the commands. It's simple, but it's just, you can just see it right there. So I guess with the named aircraft, since there's not a specific achievement for it, I can just look by seeing if I have the third skin for everything.
You want to be a piss baby false? According to where I'm pissing. Yeah.
Still insane of you to say that.
Just get better balls, Cole.
It seems like I got all 15. Is there not a medal for it? Okay, yeah, Raging Falcon was for using only fighters. How do I even get that other stuff? Oh, are these tied to operations, maybe? These might be tied to operations, potentially. Because I'm missing like 3 operations and 4 of these. I don't know what the last one would be, though. Yeah, these are all the named aces. And then just Strigan. So yeah, I did get all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yeah, it's 9 across. So that is 15. So weird. No medal for it. No achievement for it. Okay, but it is done. We can confirm that it is done. They are tied to operations. Okay. That makes sense. There's also a... Oh no, I'm only missing 2. We'll come back to that if that becomes an issue. Okay. You guys ready to only fly attackers this entire run? Who's ready for that? Because I certainly am. Yeah, the F2A is multi-role here. I thought so. So it's gonna be all A10 or Tornado, I guess. Oh, I got a fucking Zebra Tornado? Oh, hold the phone. Hold on now. False, you see? You see this? Check that shit out. Oh yeah. That's nice. Not a single air-to-air weapon. Oh, we're in for a run. No Nosferatu. We have to do the attacker only run. It doesn't matter what the fuck I take. I might as well take the EMP, I guess.
Garuda team, time to take off.
Not that it makes any difference. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Animal print plane. Beautiful. Beautiful. No better than a teen in the 90s. False just makes fun of me for liking the animal print stuff. Because I liked the like tiger print Hello. I'll just take it from the top, I guess. Loud as fuck. What the hell happened? Same settings. Nothing. I turned my volume up. Yeah, no. I was gonna say the settings didn't change. My OBS died. And then my whole computer died. The OBS.
I got so excited, I shot a load. My bad. I will stick my finger in your teeth.
Don't. The OBS crash took my whole computer with it, blue screened it. Classic OBS. I had to reboot everything. Anyway, I was gonna say, False has been bullying me, saying that I just like tiger print stuff and whatever. Because I did like the tiger print wyvern in ACX. Thought it was fun. And in Call of Duty, if you have ever done the camo grind, you would know that ever since COD 4, Red Tiger has been like a staple camo of the camo grind. Red Tiger is a classic Call of Duty camo. So on a lot of my COD guns, while I'm in the process of getting the gold camo or whatever, I get the Red Tiger about halfway. And I played COD 4 back on 360 a lot, so I like to run the Red Tiger when I have it. And she's just been bullying me, saying that I like tiger print. Pure coincidence, really. I don't know if I'm ready for a full attacker run. This is gonna be hellish. I have 2 planes to choose from for the whole run, basically. There is a third, but I'm not using it. I'm not using it. I like this cockpit.
There's too many of them. Use your SP weapon.
We're outnumbered. All ships determining enemy forces over the bay. Get those anti-air guns ready for battle.
Focus all anti-aircraft fire on those bombers. Don't let them get any closer.
Come on, Tornado.
Military.
The Estavakians? Their economy's been in shambles for years. Looks like they finally snapped. Enemy tanks have made it to the ground and are coming at us. Prepare to engage. How many are there?
This one's mine.
Those are helicopters, not planes. Tiger print's tacky as fuck. What, you don't like this? You don't like the zebra tiger print? Or is it just zebra? I can't tell. It's the same kind of pattern, but obviously zebra colors. But it looks tiger print to me. Is that a PlayStation logo shirt? No. Yes. How the fuck did you identify it from that much?
Out there. Stick with close range targets and run them down.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. That Mirage must be a lot of fun. I wish I could fly one of those. Tornado it is though.
Launching missile. Missile strike confirmed. Missile was evaded.
I must away. You must away. Goodbye, hot sauce. See you around. I got this. I'm a pilot. I can fly.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
Tell the Air Force to keep the enemy away from 6th Street. Just give me 5 minutes.
You can use it on the first mission. Odd to see him in here so much as of late. Oh, well, he's probably got a reason. Maybe because of New Game Plus? I don't know. I just figured I wouldn't be able to use it. But maybe you can always use it on Mission 1 and it just doesn't teach you about it until... what's it? After the first mission. I don't know.
All airborne tanks have been destroyed. Ghost Eye, how are things on the ground?
If I say you can't use it, maybe you can... I don't know. I feel like I said it wrong. If I did, what I meant to say is that maybe you can use it during the first mission, but I just never knew because it doesn't teach you until like the third mission. That's what I meant to say. I feel like that's not what I said. Oh. Just a real one? Mm-hmm.
Enemy chopper down.
There we go. Almost as real as Shammy. My boy Shammy. Maybe he is. I don't know. It's hard to be as much of a real one as Shammy. Bro heard they had a second cooler in that railgun and he just fucking flew right in. Without a thought. My Discord looks weird.
Missile missed its target.
Fuck you mean sadly false? About you streaming as well?
Garuda 1 launched missile.
I've finished evacuating the west sector of the open border. I'll wait further orders.
This one's mine. Enemy chopper down. Garuda 1 launched missile.
Evacuate everyone. I just hope they don't drop a bomb on us.
Oh, bad shot.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
I'm just trying to get S ranks while I am here. Multitask a bit. Because like later when we're doing things like machine gun only or no damage, that will not be the ideal time for S ranking, to put it lightly. I would much rather do it now.
That's what I like to hear. Our Air Force is holding down the enemy. Keep it up.
The Estovakian threat level is even lower now. Drive them out of Ameria.
Oh, I will.
Igon to Strigan team. We are prepared to launch. Strigan leader to Igayan. We will commence mission operations once your delivery is complete.
You think I could take one or two of them out? In the tornado?
Attention all aircraft.
I'm on normal. I probably could, actually.
Countdown. Booster ignition complete. Launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire!
I was looking up how much caffeine is in one of these. I don't even know what size this is, though. It's about as much as what I normally have, I would guess. Assuming this is a large, or sorry, a medium or a large. Feels like it's too big to be small. But it's definitely not big enough to be like extra large. This has to be either their medium or their large. It's probably about the normal amount of caffeine I have. It would be more if it's large. Large one has 270 milligrams of caffeine, which is just, holy fuck, why do you need that much? But
Damn it! What about our city? What about Grace Maria?
This is the west sector of the open border. What the hell was that?
Hey, I'm on your side. Isn't your IFF working?
I actually do really like this cockpit view.
Warning, additional enemy planes have been spotted on radar. You don't want to know how many.
It's not too many.
This is Strigan 12. Target acquired. Moving to engage.
Bro, it only marked like 4 of them. I'm pissed. Gonna have to loop it around.
A large-scale explosion has apparently occurred in midair. No further details as yet. I repeat.
No. Shit.
This is Ghost Eye to all planes. Air Defense Command has ordered an evacuation. You've been ordered to give up.
What if I don't wanna?
Break away from this airspace and head west.
I don't want to give up Grace Maria.
We are militarily at a huge disadvantage. Comply with the order and head west.
No. I'm fighting.
Listen, it's only temporary. The plan is to withdraw, meet up with all remaining forces from each area, then regroup for a counterattack. We can't afford to lose you. Follow the order.
Ah, son of a bitch.
This is Garuda 2 to Garuda 1.
I'm getting at least one of them.
Get out of here.
At least one. Mark my words.
Garuda team, break away from this airspace and head west.
That's not hitting shit. I thought it was gonna be perfect. Damn it.
Twist through it.
I got one! Destroyed! Maybe I can get more than one. I'm kind of feeling it after that one. Oh, come on. That's gotta be beauty shot. Okay, 2 is good. I can live with 2 and leave. I didn't really love AC6 when I played it, but I do appreciate how it starts at the beginning of the war rather than halfway through like most AC games. Yeah. And yeah, AC5 does start at the beginning. I feel like AC5's isn't as impactful though. Mostly just because like the start of the war in that game is like a very small scale dogfight just over the water near a base. Whereas obviously this is like the capital city falling under attack and this huge battle breaking out, right? This sells it a lot more. AC7 as well. Same thing with AC7, I would say. Where it's just like it feels too small to where you don't really get that whole feeling of like this is the start of a war, right?
Just a little longer. I promise.
This feels more like the start of a war, if that makes sense. They sell it a lot better here than in the others.
Ghost died. Garuda 1, Talisman, and Garuda...
S rank.
Our military
take
has
those.
escaped destruction because of your valiant efforts on the battlefield. But our capital, Grace Maria, has been
One mission down on the attacker only run.
Forces, and our central government has been usurped by them as well.
The start of the war in 5 is like a couple of tiny skirmishes that snowballs into a full campaign. Yeah.
A surprise attack on Grace Maria. In response, the Republic of Emeria's political council
Does something besides first mission is bombers. First mission is still bombers, though. It's just there are way more other fighters and stuff flying around that are optional. But, like, they're there. It is still the same, like, tradition. The objective in this mission is just destroy the bombers. Like, the actual targets are just the bombers again. But, again, they sell it better. The set dressing just sells it better. Forgot that. Yeah, they did the same thing, just it feels more like a war is breaking out here.
No. I vaguely hear a scream of terror that sounds much like my own voice gentle smile is moving. Moving farther away from me.
AC6 does have one of the best opening missions. Yeah, it might honestly be the best one. Genuinely. Like, I'm trying to think. I would probably say that AC6 has the best one. Genuinely.
Wishes together.
I haven't thought of this before.
An asteroid called Ulysses came into
But
Earth's
yeah.
orbit and disintegrated into millions of pieces.
Yeah.
Which poured down on the land below.
Because, like, most of them are these very small skirmishes where you just go and take out, like, a couple bombers, a couple F4s. But this is, like, big war over the capital city. This is great. This is great. The opening mission in Assault Horizon, I know, but that one's also really good. That one is genuinely up there. It's at least probably in my top 3 as like an opening mission.
In the midst of hardship,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It has to be said. If you've played it, that opening mission's pretty fucking cool.
rely on a military government led by these generals.
You get like the whole first person bit
To invade our nation.
where he's like panicking inside of the plane and everything.
Our military was
The
forced to retreat
the
to
song in the
Pacific.
opening mission is badass. It's super cinematic. It is a big battle over a city.
My husband,
That's a great opening.
a fighter pilot.
Assault Horizon has a great opening mission too. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I walk on. I am unable to think. All I can do is follow the others. Ever since we came to the twisted remains of my daughter's
You guys
school
believe
bus,
that Doom the Dark Ages is in a couple days
has left me.
for early access? I have to say it every time. I have to just check. I have to be sure. I preloaded the Dark Ages this morning.
Some of our tanks are parked at the approach
For the
to
record.
bridge.
It is installed on my PC as we speak.
There's a train still running on the other side of the river. She goes all the way out to the edge of the border. We've got to block
Oh.
this bridge before the enemy gets a hold of it. So move it over.
You're shitting me, dude. The early access? See, I thought that it started on the 13th. And it kind of does. So the early access where I live opens at like 7 p.m. tomorrow night. So I was right that I'm streaming it on Tuesday. But it comes out so early to where it's almost going to have been in early access for like a full day by the time that I can stream it and play it, by the time that I can play it, because I'm waiting. Fuck, dude.
He had painted my name on his angel.
Paying more for the real release date. To be fair, I wouldn't have paid for it just for early access. I paid for it because it comes with all of the campaign DLC that will be coming out later. And after Doom Eternal's Ancient Gods DLCs, I just immediately, it was like, yep, campaign DLC is something I will want. The last game had awesome campaign DLC. Like, the DLC was better than the base game. So I definitely want that. Yes. I wouldn't have paid just for the early access. I paid for it for the DLC. I pre-ordered my DLC too. And got the bonus of early access with that.
Enemy must have completely overtaken our capital, Grace Maria.
I've heard the story is actually something. I mean, if you just look at the trailer, right? Like, the story is obviously going to be much more present in the gameplay compared to like 2016 and Eternal. Like, 2016 and Eternal do have really deep stories that they tell, but they put it all in like the lore and stuff that you find everywhere. So they made it optional. They were like, yeah, you can engage with the story if you want, but if you just want to blast shit, then you'll get like the bare minimum from the tiny cutscenes that pop up here and there. And you just don't really have to pay attention. But if you do go through the lore in 2016 and Eternal, there's a ton there. You see the Rolling Stones article? No, I'm not reading any reviews or watching any previews or anything like that. I peeked at the scores. Scores are very positive across the board. I peeked at, well, I didn't peek, just anything that's like popped up in my recommended. New Nosferatu skin available? What? Anything that's popped up in my recommended I've seen, and all of like the thumbnails and titles on YouTube are also very positive. Yeah, it seems like people really like the game. Even without having read any reviews or watched any previews or anything, it seems like people are very positive on it.
I am Lieutenant Colonel.
And like the only real complaint that I've seen from most fans, like online so far, just from watching trailers and talks about it and such, a lot of people are upset that the glory kills are gone. But I'm waiting to play it first before I like make a judgment call on that, because I like glory kills, but it looks like they're packing way more enemies in the Dark Ages, like per fight, at least just from what's in the trailers it seems that way. And like you still get these big melee finishers and stuff with like the weapons, or just punches and kicks if you prefer. It's just they're not like these super locked in animations with iframes and everything anymore. It's just part of the game flow now. Well, it was always part of the game flow, but in a different way. You don't lose control of the character while doing them anymore, is all that it really seems like the difference is, to be honest. And you can yeet Saw Blade Shield. I just saw the other day, and this is, I only saw one guy say this on the internet, but I was about to bring this up. One other guy was like, man, this is like Doom for pussies. I don't want to have a shield, a little bitch shield in my Doom game. I want to have big guns, and I want to rip shit open with my hands. This is Doom for babies. And everyone in the replies to that one guy was like, have you even watched the trailers? Like the shield, A, is a weapon. B, gives you parries to open up for like big attacks and stuff. Like it's just as much of an offensive tool as it is a defensive tool, if not more, because like they did show a clip in one of the trailers of the player like holding it up to block projectiles and just, I would assume, just reduce the damage from them. But that was like one clip. Every other clip, they're literally only using it for parries or throw attacks and nothing else. So it seems like it's like, yeah, you can use it defensively, but I can imagine that it's one of those things that I'll use it like very occasionally as a defensive tool, but not commonly. The parrying stuff looks really cool though. And if you didn't watch like the little 5-minute talk that Hugo Martin did for PlayStation a couple weeks ago, because they wanted to throw PlayStation a bone with the marketing, so they just basically had him do like a little dev talk for 5 minutes, and then there were a couple snippets in there where he mentioned like the PlayStation 5, but that was really it. Otherwise, it had nothing to do with PlayStation outside of him mentioning it a couple times. But anyway, if you didn't see that, then you wouldn't have heard this. But he said, like, in regards to the big projectile swarms with like the one green one that you parry out of all of it, he was like, yeah, the intention with us doing that with the enemy designs here was that we wanted to mimic like that classic Doom 1, Doom 2 thing of like weaving between projectiles, right? Like being grounded and just kind of like strafing between them. They wanted to somehow push players into doing that again in a new Doom game. And once he said that, like I had never thought of it like that at all before, but once he said it, I was like, oh, that's actually pretty clever. And I like the idea of bringing back like that old Doom 1, Doom 2 thing where, yeah, you do kind of just weave between all the projectiles in those games. I like what they're going with that. I appreciate that design style a lot more after hearing him say it, you know? Because before I was just like, that's a little weird, but okay. But yeah, once he said that, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I like that more now. I don't know if I want the A10 or the Tornado. The Tornado is slightly more geared towards dogfighting. Yeah, neither of them have an air-to-air special weapon. Holy shit, this entire run, I'm just not gonna have air-to-air tools. Great. Love this. Project Aces, thank you for this. This is great. Great challenge. I probably want the Tornado. Probably.
Garuda 1, which plane should I select?
You're going in a Tornado too, bitch. If I have to do it, you have to do it. Man, the specials.
With these planes? Garuda team, time to take off.
Does Shammy also have to be in one? I don't know, but I'm just playing it safe.
Those bombers have passed through the mountains and are still on course for Vitose. They're here. Head back to the...
I was curious what would happen if I did a little wiggle there. I had to know. Okay. Now I know. I had to. I got a sudden intrusive thought. A deep curiosity for like, what if I just twist it a little bit? And I just went for it. Because I was doing this, right? Just flapping it like as I was lifting off. And then I was like, what if I just turned? The voices won. They did. I had to know. Like it was just an urge out of nowhere. I don't know what came over me. The Rolling Stones journal said it's too masculine. A Doom game being overly masculine. I'm shocked. Truly. Deeply. To my core. Shocked that a Doom game would be so masculine. I mean, what are they gonna do next? Are they gonna make like Gears of War masculine? What will they do next? Insert the, well, yeah, I sure hope it does meme. True. It's just like,
Talisman is locked on.
Yeah, I would hope so. That's kind of the brand, actually.
Work with our radar facilities on the ground. They should be able to help you out.
Genuinely, like, that is one of those complaints where it's just like, oh, Diablo is too demonic. It's like, well, I would hope so, yeah.
Missile struck target. Enemy bombers are approaching the city. Get on the scene immediately.
That's kind of the point. Oh, I'm on normal now. What, you fly is all that matters? Noted. In other news, strategy game makes you think too much. Yeah, it really, I don't know what the complaint is there. Unless the reviewer had just never experienced Doom in any form before. I don't know what that complaint is. Like, have you never even seen an advertisement for the games? I mean, come on. I feel like even if you just saw like one ad, especially for like the reboots, you would just already know that that's how that is, right? BeamNG has too much car damage. Actually, Ace Combat has too much plane, I think. Too much time spent in a plane. I think we should make one where you like get chopper gunner segments. Maybe you get to fly an attack helicopter. Sit in the gunner seat of an AC-130. Just too much plane. Just too much plane. Slow-paced and adhered to the masculine urge. Yeah, again, it's Doom. I would hope so. I've seen other like review headlines and stuff, or like YouTube titles saying that the game plays really fast. Like that's been a running theme among the headlines and stuff. I've seen a lot of just the general sentiment that the game plays way faster than they made it look in trailers. And again, I haven't even like clicked and read or watched a review, but I've just, from headlines alone, I've gathered that. I sure hope so. It's Doom. Yeah, if my Doom doesn't satisfy that urge to go and blast demons, I don't know if it's really Doom. They prequeled the gameplay. Well, they definitely, like, compared to Eternal, they slowed it down, certainly. I'm sure even, there's no way that that's not true. But again, it's just, what's it? If you've heard them talk about the game, like, each game they try to do, like, a slogan and, like, a general design direction. And what the director, Hugo Martin, has said about the Dark Ages is that he wanted to make players feel like they're like a walking tank, and they made the slogan "Stand and Fight" because they took out all of the like crazy like dashing and double jumping and all that, and they're like, no, you in this game you plant your feet down, you walk at things with like this big bulky shield and crazy medieval themed weapons, and you fight. Tanks are fast. Yeah, they don't mean the speed, because again, if you just go and watch some footage of it, it's fast. It's not like they're walking slowly. It's fast. What they're getting at is more, what's it? Like mitigating damage and not leaving the ground. Massive balls slow him down. Yeah, his massive fucking balls. Is that canon? Is that why he's slower in the old game? Is it just that his balls are so fucking huge? Did they take his balls after the Dark Ages? Did they remove his balls? They could have. The makers could have removed his balls. I also love in the trailer that like the makers and the Night Sentinels, whenever they're talking about the Slayer, they're treating him like he is the weapon, like he is their big super weapon. They're just saying shit like, yep, the Slayer has been deployed. It's just like, oh my god, this is so fucking goofy in the best way. He no longer is Doom, he is Balls. He will be when I'm controlling him. The Balls Slayer. They neutered him to quell his rage, but it just pissed him off even more. It's wild how much that statement would actually feel appropriate in Doom canon. They tried to remove his testicles to lower his male. Rage. Uh-oh. I think I fucked up. Maybe they will. I don't know. They could.
Missile strike confirmed. Radar lock.
I think I fucked up, chat. I think this is my fault.
More enemy bombers incoming. There's quite a few this time. Fourth enemy bomber confirmed down. Keep up the good work.
I saved it. I saved it. They would do that is the thing. Yeah, they would try to take his balls to like chill him out. And it would just make him more pissed. He would just get even angrier and be harder to contain after that. Keep in mind, since 2016, they made it canon that like the Slayer's core personality trait is just, he's literally too pissed off to die. He's just so fucking angry that nothing can kill him. That is legitimately the lore. And then they added the bit in Eternal where it's also, you know, he got some enhancements from the Makers, which if you're not familiar with the Doom lore, are the angels in Doom's universe. He did get some enhancements from them that made him more strong. But that was after he had already fended off a whole demonic invasion on Mars, and then went to Hell, and then came back out of Hell to Earth, where there was another invasion, and then he stopped that and went back to Hell again, and decided to stay in Hell because he was just so angry that he wanted to stay there and continue to kill more demons just for the fun of it. Doom 64's plot, literally. That was after all of that, he got the enhancements from the Makers. So it's not that he needed it, it's just that it made him even more strong. He was already too pissed off to die prior to that. I love Doom lore, it's so fucking goofy. But like in a fun way where you're just like, oh my god, this is peak. I do like the, the confirmation from Eternal that the Doom Slayer is the original Doom guy.
Target hit.
But still to this day, my one big complaint with that retcon is, what the fuck is Doom 3 and when does that happen? Because I don't know anymore. Every other Doom game is like explained in that new retcon as like, yeah, this is him, and it takes place at this point. Doom 3 is still just a massive question mark. We have no idea. They haven't really mentioned it. But like Doom 1, 2, 64, all of those happened, and then apparently 64 leads into the Dark Ages, which then leads into 2016, which then leads into Eternal. But they just haven't mentioned Doom 3 yet. Doom 3 is just its own universe. But it's kind of weird though, because before that retcon, like we thought that 2016 and Eternal were their own universe, separate from 1, 2, and 64. Actually, 64 at that point was also a question mark, because we weren't sure if it was the same Doom guy as the first two. So before Eternal came out, we were like, oh yeah, there's like 3 or 4 different continuities here
The enemy
with
bombers
different
have been
Doom
intercepted.
guys.
Enemy aircraft
But then
around the
they
Kesset
combined
perimeter
them
have
all,
been significantly
except for Doom 3, which
Our
they just
forces
never
have taken
mentioned.
advantage of this opportunity to arrange a swift counterattack.
So it's genuinely hard to say, because it could be in there. It could be intended to be in there. I don't know. They didn't mention it, but they didn't mention any of the others prior to the retcon either. So they could just add more onto it in the Dark Ages. That's like, oh yeah, this is when Doom 3 happened, and then boom. It's just all him.
It took me days to get here.
But like the thing is, I don't know where the fuck Doom 3 would fit in. Just trying to think through it, I can't like figure it out. It really doesn't make sense regardless of where you try to put it. You could put it at the very beginning, pre-Doom 1, but then like Doom 1 and Doom 3's stories are basically the same thing anyway. So did the same thing just happen twice in a row, like back to back? I don't know. It's weird. It definitely, it couldn't be after 64. There's no way. It would have to be at the beginning. And then that just feels silly because they're the same story. So I have no idea. I don't know. Makes no sense. Is that the machine gun one? Gold Marksman? Is that the machine gun medal? Three being a remake with them more referencing it in canon. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they can't both happen.
The interception op was a success.
But like at this point, they could also just be like, yep, same thing happened twice. Whatever.
To initiate a counterattack operation,
and it wouldn't feel, I guess,
established a wide-scale defensive line around Sipley Field.
It wouldn't feel
consisting largely of tank battalions.
Jarring or anything, because Doom lore is already so ridiculous that we would kind of just collectively be like, okay, yeah, sure.
We need you to support our advancing ground.
It's goofy, but like, yeah, so is the rest of it.
Enemy forces. Multiple units will be simultaneously carrying out various operations on the ground. Pay attention to the airspace above each operation area.
Because keep in mind, this is the same franchise where God and Satan are literally the same person, so
the battle simulator is a
don't ask me.
Some practical experience under your belt.
Just don't. Don't ask me. Oh my god, those special weapons are so expensive. I thought Vega was basically God. I'm not super deep into it, but from what I understood, God was God until he became Satan. This is super condensed. Because in the Ancient Gods DLCs, they refer to the Dark Lord as the creator as well. Like, they are the same person. And I would assume that the creator is God. I would just have to assume that. Because, like, what else would that mean? Right? And then it seems like Vega was like a maker who kind of stepped in and took that role over after whatever conversion happened there. That's how it seems.
Are we ready to fly with these planes?
Question mark? I don't know. It's wacky as shit, but they do refer to the Dark Lord as the creator. Like interchangeably. They refer to him as both. So, I have no fucking clue.
Ghost Eye to all forces. We're about to engage enemy units on the other side of the river from multiple angles.
This is Warlock Battalion. We'll be keeping the central unit occupied.
Doom 3 could be Doom Guy remembering the events around playing the Turbo Turkey Puncher arcade game. I would love for them to put Turkey Puncher in the Dark Ages. I feel like it would make no sense.
It's at the south end of the airspace.
I don't know how they would fit that in, but I would love to see it there.
Big confidence booster, huh? Let's get on, Garuda One.
That's like one of the most weirdly memorable parts about 3. Which is not shade at 3. I like 3. More than most, I think. I'm also just a big Doom fan. Evidenced by the little fellas behind me. Doom guy or Chief? Who's the bigger icon? Chief.
In gun range.
Chief is more like iconic in the sense that you could go out in public and just flash a picture of Chief at people and they would be able to tell you who it is. Right? Like random people on the street, more of them would be able to tell you who Chief is than the Doom Slayer. So it has to be Chief. With young gamers, he's a big deal to us. Yes, and this is... Get ready. Get ready. He's in Fortnite. I rest my case. So is the Doomslayer, but like, just point being, yes, he is. Young gamers know him. He actually, one of the weirder data points from Fortnite was when Epic told us that Master Chief was one of their best-selling skins of all time when they released him. He was one of their like fastest-selling skins in Fortnite. Which I wouldn't have thought that in like 2022 or whenever they put him out that he would have been. But apparently people just like flocked to the Master Chief skin when it came out and bought it. That is insane. It's crazy just because like that's, I think, just a sign that he is that iconic for gaming, right? Like he hasn't had a beloved game in like a decade, but you put him in a game that's primarily played by a much younger demographic and he just sells like hotcakes. Because even the kids who weren't around back then, they look at him and they're like, yeah, that's Master Chief. He's a cool guy. The RCL in this plane is ridiculous. Especially just because it fires for so long. Because, I mean, look at how much of it is strapped to the plane with the A-10. So you pull the trigger once, and this is what you get. That whole barrage was me just hitting the button once. That is one RCL salvo, question mark? Would that be the right term? You get what I'm saying. Burst? I don't know what the terminology would be. But that's just one. I press the button, it does this.
Walk's battalion is a small-scale unit. Don't let the enemy surround them. They'll need the best backup you've got to offer.
Holy fuck! Salvo. See, I know what I'm talking about. Maybe. He said I think now, so I'm not as sure. I overshot on the SAM. That's fine.
Lock on. Enemy plane in gun range.
Ooh, yeah. Also with younger gamers, though, I don't think as many parents are letting their kids play Doom. Like the new Dooms. No. Especially, you know, 2016 literally like sold itself on the wow factor of the glory kills back when they were doing the marketing for that, which is a big reason why I'm shocked that they've like toned down the glory kills, and part of why I'm like, man, they must have a good reason, because like this is a team of incredible game designers and creative minds, right? And they looked at this crazy feature that literally blew up the game and like put Doom back on the map after a big hiatus. They looked at that feature in the scope of what the new game was going to be, and they said, no, it doesn't fit. We have to change it. It doesn't work. That's part of why I'm waiting to see with the new glory kill system. I'm like, surely they have to be onto something, because frankly, this team is always onto something. It's software. Like, genuinely, even after all the staff changes and stuff, they've been some of the best game designers in the industry since like the late 80s. Genuinely. Since Commander Keen, which I think was 89, maybe? Question mark? You know what I was thinking about though recently, chat? With all this Doom press going around, and you know, there was a Humble Bundle recently that was like the rebooted Doom games and all the rebooted Wolfenstein games in a big bundle for like $30, likely to promote the upcoming release of Doom: The Dark Ages. It made me think, where the fuck is Wolfenstein 3? They were setting it up like Wolfenstein 2 ended on a cliffhanger. Then Wolfenstein Youngblood, was it Youngblood? New Bloods? Youngbloods? Something like that. Was super heavily referencing events that happened after Wolfenstein 2, but before the big time skip for, I think it's Youngbloods. I don't know. I don't remember much of that game. That game was terrible. They were doing a lot of like referencing, like, oh yeah, that thing that BJ did, that crazy thing that he did. You know, the one. But like Wolfenstein 2 came out in 2017, chat. It's been 8 years. It's been 8 years. Where's Wolfenstein 3? We now know also Machine Games was working on Indiana Jones. Where is Wolfenstein 3? I've loved the Machine Games Wolfenstein properties. Or properties, titles. Except for Youngblood. Didn't like that one very much. It is Youngblood, okay. Because it was so poorly received? I don't know. Because, like, obviously, it was an expansion, right? They did the Old Blood after the New Order, which was just, like, a standalone expansion / prequel after the New Order. And then Youngblood was, like, the standalone expansion for Wolfenstein 2. So I wouldn't think that they would just can Wolfenstein 3 off of the expansion for Wolfenstein 2 being received poorly. It was not good. It was not good. Granted, I didn't play it in co-op. I heard from some people that like it is pretty fun if you play it in co-op, but like I didn't, and it was just not good. To be frank with you, it was just... I played through the whole thing because I love the new Wolfenstein games, but like that was rough. That was not very good. I got an A rank.
Thanks to your efforts, we have completed this mission successfully. Emerian forces were able to extend to the center of Kesed, expanding their power in the region. Estavakian forces were driven off the front line and have retreated to Bartolomeo Fortress, which is located in the center of the island. This mission should have given them a good taste of what our forces are capable of. Soon, we'll be able to drive all Estavakian forces out of Kessin.
There's a wiki page. There's like a fan wiki page for Wolfenstein 3 talking about what it will likely be. And apparently, a producer of the reboots said in an E3 interview in 2017, and I quote, "Them finishing the trilogy depends on how well Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus does." And that game, I think, sold well. Maybe it didn't. Sales? Maybe it didn't.
Old Hawkeye's here must have broken his wings in combat. Hey, look at me. I'm no different.
We never got official sales data. We got a couple of like leaked figures, but we never got like official sales data on it. It apparently...
These prisoners have lost their will to fight. The American military administration...
It apparently sold less than 1 million copies in its first year.
It's only a matter of time before they collapse.
Less than 1 million in the first year? Good but less successful games must die mentality? Maybe? I mean, Indiana Jones sold well. What game? Wolfenstein 2. The New Colossus from 2017. Apparently, according to leaked data, we never got official data, but according to some leaks that we got, sold less than 1 million in the first year. That seems low. That feels low. I feel like more people were playing that. But like, I'm also kind of... I hang around in the old school shooter crowd. So, you know, like, I might have a bit of a skewed perception on that. It did review well, though. Yeah, it did. It averaged an 87 on Metacritic, so it did review well. I should replay that. I don't think I've replayed the New Colossus in a long time. I think I own it on Steam. I do own it on Steam. I've never played it on Steam, but I got it as part of like a Humble Bundle or something, I think. Because I remember not having purchased it on Steam. I've never played it. Yeah, I must have gotten it as part of a bundle. Operations A and B are where I'm going. Those are the air-to-ground ones. Bring RCL. Load up my buddy in the Nosferatu, and we go. The same reason we don't have more Deus Ex. Well, that one is painful. There was a third Deus Ex in development, but they shut it down about halfway through. I don't remember what the stated reasoning on that was, but that really sucks because and this is a bit of a hot take. Warning, here we go. That one really sucks because I think that Mankind Divided is probably the most well-made sim I've ever played. I have said this before, and not many have agreed with me, but I feel that way. Pretty strongly, in fact. I prefer System Shock 2. That's my favorite sim I've ever played. But I think Mankind Divided is like the overall best one. Just so good. It's like Titanfall 3. No, Titanfall 3 was very early development when they canceled it. We know that much at least. So it doesn't hurt as much. But Deus Ex 3 was like fairly into dev. SteamDB says that Wolf 2's max concurrent player count was 16K. And that was probably on launch day, right? Maybe it did sell less than 1 million. Play it on Mein Leben to hate your life. What, the new Colossus? I did some Mein Leben runs. Very few of them made it past the first couple missions because that game has a weird difficulty curve. Where like it's really brutal right at the start. And then it gets really easy in the middle, like right when you get the new like enhanced body and everything. And then it gets really hard again for the last couple levels. I really liked Wolfenstein 2 though. I had a blast with that game.
Missile strike confirmed.
Super behind, that's fine. Look at all the garbage from last year. It's true, but counterpoint, look at how fucking stacked this year has been so far. We've been eating pretty good already. And like, I've even not played a lot of the big ones. Like, I didn't play Expedition 33. I'm not a JRPG fan, so I'm like, yeah, I'm not playing that. I'm skipping that. But like, we have multiple, like, you know, games that come out and people generally are like, oh, this is a game of the year contender. We've had a bunch of them already, and it's May 11th. This year is crazy so far. And 2023 was really crazy. I think 24 was just a bad year. And it wasn't even like a terrible year, but like following 2023 was definitely hard because 2023 was crazy stacked. And now, so far, 2025 has been crazy stacked. So, like, 2024 is always going to feel worse than it was. Just because it's sandwiched between 2 years that, you know, not to speak too soon, since we're not even halfway through 25, but, like, given how things have been so far, and, like, a lot of the big titles that are yet to come out for the year, I think this year's going to be crazy goated as well. I think this is like another 2023 kind of year where you're going to hear so many people being like, man, games just aren't good anymore. But if you're actually like trying out some of the new stuff and like just playing the new stuff, you're going to be like, oh my God, this year was great. So many good games this year. What happened with GTA 6 sucks. Bro, even with GTA 6 getting pushed to next year, this year is still crazy. It would have been crazier to end on GTA 6 after everything else. But even without it, it's been insane. It's just going to continue to be insane. Oh, Shammy, you can go attack. My bad. Silksong's not happening this year. Maybe next year. Who knows? But not this year. No. I'm not even counting. That's the thing. Just because of my genuine, like, I think a lot of people think I'm memeing. I genuinely don't think Silksong is coming out this year at this point. I feel like the way that I say it a lot, and to be fair, I do play it up for the joke, but like I genuinely don't think it's coming out this year. It's not even just shit posting. I'm being totally serious. I don't think it's happening this year. I'm fully expecting them to be like, no, actually, we need more time. Sorry. But yeah, hold on. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Expedition 33, Oblivion Remastered, Doom comes out in a couple days. We got a new Monster Hunter game. I can't remember the name exactly, but new Monster Hunter started off the year. Don't forget it. Again, not my game. I skipped it, but like, that's a thing. Metroid Prime 4 is coming later in the year. New Mario Kart this year. Death Stranding 2 comes out in about a month. In August, we're getting MGS 3 and Gears of War remasters. Just insane. Insane year, dude. So crazy. It feels like 2023 again, where I'm like, oh my god, there's all these amazing games coming out. And like, I can't play all of them. I just don't have the time to get everything into my schedule. I can't fit everything I want to. Because like, I skipped Kingdom Come on launch just because I didn't have time.
Watch out! They've got a lock on you from the ground.
Isn't Ninja Gaiden 4 this year, or am I mistaken, chat? Oh yeah, we got Ninja Gaiden 2 remastered. Borderlands 4 might be good. Crazy, crazy year. Pirate Yakuza, I forgot about that one. Totally forgot about that one. Being so broke, you can't afford any of them. I get by with it being a business expense on my taxes. I can write them off. That saves my ass on that one. Like B3, then it won't. I mean, the thing is, right? The thing is, chat, Borderlands 3 is good. The story is just shit. Like, Borderlands 3 also, at launch, its endgame was lacking. But I mean, the DLCs patched that up real quick. Borderlands 3 is good now. Armored Core Mobile, it's wild to me that like I already 100%ed it and everything. Twice, mind you. Story never matters in a Borderlands game. It doesn't for me. I loved 3 because the story, I don't give a shit about the story. Like, I think of Borderlands as not literally being an ARPG, because it's not. But, like, Borderlands is so born out of ARPG DNA in so many ways that I think of it in a lot of similar ways. And one of those is, like, yeah, the story is there. Gives me a reason to do the things that I'm doing, but, like, if the story is good, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, cool. If the story is bad, I'm gonna be like, whatever. Did no one mention Night Rain? Oh my god, yeah, new Elden Ring in like 2 weeks, dude. Jesus. Such an insane year. Oh my god. Yeah, I think Handsome Jack is a big part of the reason that Borderlands 3 got so much, like, narrative criticism. Because, like, even Borderlands 2's story wasn't that great. It just happened to have, like, one of the best villains in video games. And he really made it feel so much better than it was. Right? Like, that story on its own, not that good. But Handsome Jack makes it feel like fucking Citizen Kane. Makes it feel like the Godfather. Whenever he shows up, it's like, oh my god. This is crazy. Oh yeah, the new Ghost game. Dude, the fact that we forgot some of these really big ones just because there were so many other things that came to mind first is crazy. It's one of those years. It's one of those years. Onimusha 2 remaster. True. And yes, I just hit a plane with RCL. What about it? I do it all the time. Crazy year for video games. And you know that throughout the whole year, people are going to come into my chat and really get me going. Because they're going to be like, man, modern games just aren't good. They don't make good games anymore. There's nothing to play these days. I get it all the time, even in years like this. Should I play System Shock 2 now or wait? Honestly, it's up to you because the remaster isn't going to do that much. It will be a slight visual improvement, but even then, the remaster is trying to keep like that kind of low poly, old school aesthetic to it. And the game runs fine on modern operating systems. Like, there's no issues with that. You could just play it now if you want to. The remaster will be cool. I'm going to be playing the remaster when that comes out in, I believe, June. I will be streaming it because I talk endlessly about how much I love that game.
We're about to get into some serious combat.
But it's not going to be like a big transformative, like this is a totally different game kind of remaster, like at all. It just won't be that.
Our post to the Iron Bridge was shot to hell by enemy aircraft. Those ever so helpful chop.
It's not like System Shock 1, where that game's enhanced edition makes it playable, whereas without it, it's like, oh my god.
Left of our company. Sergeant Torch is our driver. He never knows when to shut.
Silent Hill 2?
Sergeant Hobsbawm.
No, System Shock 2.
Mans the gun. And I'm Sergeant McKnight, the captain. Since we're all sergeants, we had to draw
Silent Hill 2 remake was really good though. I was happy with that one. A lot of people weren't. I'm such a diehard for the original, and I don't even really get why. I mean, there's fair criticism with the remake. I criticized it for a good fair amount of things, but like, it's great. Just, it was really good.
But this is the worst landing operation I've ever heard of.
No good games anymore. By the way, I only play FIFA, Call of Duty, and Minecraft. Don't forget Apex Legends. Don't forget it. Maybe Rainbow Six Siege.
Just hear me out. About 5 years ago, before I joined the military, I was digging a tunnel straight towards Grace Maria's.
I don't get why people end up getting so mad. Just play the one you love. It happens every remaster / remake. People get furious about it. And it is like, yeah, now there's just 2 versions of this game that are both good. Maybe some things are better in one and some things are better in the other. But like, now you just have 2 different versions of this game that you love. So even if you don't love every aspect of the remaster slash remake, like the original's right there. You just have options now.
What do we got to
Both are
lose?
there. Same for Demon Souls remake. Yeah. Demon Souls remake, I do agree with some of the art style criticisms, but like the gameplay stuff is a non-issue. Unless you're a speedrunner, and like if you're a speedrunner or even in some cases a challenge runner, then the gameplay stuff is an issue with Demon Souls remake. But like what I always say with things like speedrunners, records, stuff like that is like that affects such a tiny amount of players out there that I'll recognize it, but it's not something that is really a big issue in the grand scheme of things.
We're sending in units by air and sea. This is going to be a large-scale mission, so do all you can to see it through to the
I can grind gears about P3 reload for ages. Well, from what I understand about Persona 3, to me, it seems crazy. This is just one of the things that I know about it, because I don't play Persona. I don't care for it. But like, to me, it's crazy that with Persona 3, there are like different versions of that game originally that had different like content, where like, you know, this version of Persona 3 had like extra dungeons at the end, or this version had this thing or whatever, and Persona 3 never really had like a definitive best version, because there were so many different things in all the different ports and releases over the years that were better than others. So Persona 3 Reload, in my opinion, should have been one of those things where it's like, this is where we make the definitive Persona 3 that is the best version and has everything. But they didn't do that. There's still a bunch of content that they didn't include in the Reload. There's still a bunch of like things that fans really loved about this specific version that didn't make its way over to the Reload. Like, I don't even play those games, and to me, that's mind-boggling that they didn't go in that direction. Like, that's ridiculous that they didn't go in that direction. Because, like, that is the perfect opportunity. They just didn't do it. They just didn't do it. GTA 3D Trilogy, that's a whole different issue with remakes and remasters, is if you delist the original, it doesn't even matter if the remake or the remaster is better, in my mind. If you delist the original, that on its own, regardless of the quality of the remake slash remaster, is total shit. You should never do that. And I don't know why you would do it either, because obviously they do it to funnel you into the new one. But that doesn't account for all the people that are gonna buy both, or might still just prefer to buy the old one, and you know, that's just, it's an additional revenue stream that you take down. Like YouTube wise, right? For me, I have videos on my channel that I think are total shit. Like, I don't like them. Looking back on them, it's like, yeah, this is a stain on my channel. I hate this video. But you know what I do? I leave them up. Because still, they do drive traffic. And as much as I don't like that for random people, that will be like the first impression of me. Ad revenue is a thing. Some people do end up liking those videos anyway, because I mostly just hate them because they're nowhere near as good as my new stuff. But like, some people will watch those and be like, yeah, this is great. And they'll sub and watch the newer stuff. I leave them up. Even though I get genuinely upset every time I get like a new comment from someone on one of those older videos. Even a positive comment, I'm like, oh my god, why did you have to find me through this video? I fucking hate that. But it's whatever. Because at the end of the day, it's better for me business-wise to leave them up. I can tank the mental pain because it pays me better. I get paid for my suffering. Such is the way of the YouTuber. It's just how it goes. More games available is more cash streams in it. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, sure, maybe someone will buy the original over the remaster, but what if that person wasn't interested in the remaster and specifically wants the original? Or what if someone buys the original first because they would rather play that first, and then they love the original so much that they also buy the remaster? It's just... I think it's dumb to delist the originals. I think that there is like a reason to do it, but that reason, the more that you really break it down and pick away at it, it holds less value the more that you really get into it. It's a very surface level reason.
We have radar lock on.
Konami knows something we don't in terms of revenue stream. Bro, Konami needs all the revenue streams they can get, let me tell you. In terms of video games, they do. In terms of Pachi slots, they're doing great. Don't worry about them. But for their gaming division, they need all the help they can get right now. Which is why they've finally been like, well, shit, time to pull out Metal Gear again. We need it. We need to make money somehow. Give them Metal Gear. It will sell.
Garuda 1, ESM is active.
Could also be for licensing reasons. That's what they stated it was with the GTA remasters, but like the fact that the originals went down on the day of the release of the remasters, at least to me personally, yeah, that makes me think that they're lying. Personally, makes me think they're just full of shit. Can't wait for MGS3 to crash on startup. I swear, man. I'm gonna crash out so hard if it does.
About half the enemy forces are down. Looks like
They've taken music out of games before. It's not any licensing issues. True. Yeah, I think they're just full of shit, personally. And no Castlevania. Well, prior to the anime, Castlevania was not an IP that was really doing much for them. In all fairness, Castlevania is definitely one that had fallen off in terms of just like appeal, mass market appeal. I mean, because those rebooted Castlevanias did not sell great. And the second one, I don't think reviewed very well. I'm not overly familiar with that one. But I know that that was them trying to bring back Castlevania and like revive it, and they just didn't sell great.
launching missile.
Lords of Shadow 1. Okay, yeah, was the second one bad? I feel like I remember hearing that the second one was also bad, which didn't help. Because with the first one, it was at least like received well, so they were like, okay, there's something here. But then, yeah, that might have been it. First one was fun, though. How did none of those... Oh, they faded out midair, didn't they? I was like, where did they go? They just despawned. Travel limit. Range limit, I mean. Okay, and then I wanted Operation C. Yeehaw. Use my question of the days. Question of the day is dead. Died long ago. Should probably just take that channel out of the Discord too. Thinking about it now. I don't know why that's still there. Those aren't gonna hit. I'm too far away. I forgot immediately after. Oh yeah, you can see them disappear. Yep.
Transport chopper is about to fly over Watara. Destroy any anti-aircraft artillery you can find in the vicinity.
My fleet is about to destroy all enemy ships and eradicate any sign of a speed threat. We're leaving the skies for you, delivery team.
Sweet. You know it.
Enemy plane down.
Enemy facility taken out.
Our facilities are damaged. It seems they're under attack by a variant
The A10 has great brakes, at least. Weird thing to be like, oh yeah, that's what makes the A10 so good in this game. But truly, a lot of the planes in this game have a hard time coming to a stop or slowing down. The A10 does not. The A10 can stop on a dime. There we go. Way more targets right there.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you.
Our oil rigs and MGS reference. The big shell is actually not an oil rig, chat. It is a anti-pollution rig. I don't know what you'd call it. It's an anti-pollution platform. It's a pollution thing. Tanarfet, hopefully I'm saying that right. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh, I might be too far away. Nope, just close enough. A pollution thing. Gotcha. Yeah. Because after the tanker sunk, that's the lore, chat. It was built after the tanker went down in the river to reduce the pollution in said river. But it was really, you know, then we learned it was the Lali Lule Low and everything. But that was the public-facing purpose of it. Oh, I had my RCL equipped. I thought... I just had my missiles.
Garuda 1, almost out of special weapons.
Tragic.
Radar lock.
A10 gaming is awesome in AC6. So awesome. I thought that this was going to be a shit show doing the attacker only run, and it might be a bit later on, but like, man, missions like this with the A10, just sweet.
That ground target's history.
Oilix. Yes, Oilix. That is such a weird, like, MGS plot thread that just never got followed up on.
Enemy facility was destroyed.
Or I guess Metal Gear. That was pre-MGS. My bad. RCL kills everything. It's so satisfying getting like a good lineup and just watching everything disappear with it. Enough shooting galleries in every mission? True. There's no shortage of just big old lineups of ground targets.
Talisman's gone down.
No. It can't turn on a dime, though. It can break, but it can't turn. Really, dude? Man, I was... Oh, okay. Who even remembers Oilix? I just got reminded of it. And yeah, like, what the fuck? What happened to that whole plot thread of, like, the world literally has no oil? And it's like a crisis because that just never went anywhere. Ever. Not even mentioned again after Metal Gear 2. Not once. Found more oil? I don't know. No, the whole plot point was like we used up all of the oil reserves. There was no more. And this one scientist was so valuable because he had created a method of producing man-made oil. And that was why it was so critical that we got sent in to rescue him. Was he was literally like the world's last hope to have any oil ever again. And then, yeah, after Metal Gear 2, we didn't save him, by the way. He died. Just never got brought up again. Never again. Sorry, spoilers for Metal Gear 2, but he fucking died. He did not make it out. And, you know, not even like a self-referential nod like you'd expect from Metal Gear, where someone in later games would be like, hey, remember the Oilix crisis? Remember that? The whole, like, the world having no oil thing? Ring a bell? Nothing. Like, not a mention after Metal Gear 2. Oh yeah, and also the fact that Zanzibar land had every single nuke on the planet. No, they literally had the entire world's supply of nuclear weapons somehow. That's also just a crazy Metal Gear 2 plot point. Never really brought up again afterwards.
Enemy facility was destroyed.
You'd think it would be like a little bit more memorable that there was a bit of a nuclear scare because this one rogue nation had every single nuke on the planet. Just never brought up again.
Radar lock.
Completely overridden by MGS5 and such. MGS5 was before, timeline-wise. And also release-wise. Way after. Sorry, I said also. Way after release-wise. So, like, even then, with MGS5 being the last MGS game that we got, that's not even a reason for it to never come up again. Because, you know, all the other games came before that. 1 and 2 even canon? Very, yes. Very canon. Retconned in a lot of ways, but that never got retconned. 1 especially, 2 especially. Both of them. 2 just had a bunch of weird shit that never got brought up again. But 2 is also incredibly canon to later games. Like MGS1, anyone? If you got paid $1 every single time they referenced Metal Gear 2 in MGS1, you'd have made back the money from buying the game by the end of it. Every time they do a callback to Metal Gear 2 in that game, it's crazy.
Missile strike confirmed. Garuda 1, ESM is active.
MGR's canon status is questionable. But yeah, it's one of those things where, like, you're fully free to believe that it is or isn't canon because it is the final game in the timeline. So, like, whether it is or isn't, it has no effect on anything else outside of itself. It's literally just, that is one of the few times that it's purely a matter of, do you want it to be canon? Then, like, you can fully just headcanon it as being canon or not for yourself, and it doesn't affect anything. It's just whether or not you want it to be in there, purely. Isn't Metal Gear 2 in MGS2 when the AI goes haywire? No, Metal Gear 1 is the clip that shows up in there. It's Outer Heavens infiltration that shows up in MGS2. Oh no, not Snake's Revenge. No. Snake's Revenge was never even called Metal Gear 2. Like on the packaging or anything. That's one of the best parts of Snake's Revenge. The name Metal Gear, like in the title and all that, it's not there. The game is literally just called Snake's Revenge. But neither of the NES games are canon, no. Kojima's Metal Gear 1 and 2 are incredibly canon. The NES games never were. Well, Snake's Revenge was going to be, but then Kojima decided that he did want to do more than one game, literally right before Snake's Revenge came out. And that is the only reason that we know Metal Gear today. Just completely real. Like, Kojima was just going to have Metal Gear be a one-off and he was never going to follow it up. But then after he heard that they were doing a follow-up to the NES version, he was like, you know what? I will do a follow-up to my version. Never considered anything he didn't write as canon? Well, kind of. That's where we get into the big one with portable ops, the big debate on this one. Because he did consider portable ops as being canon when he was writing Metal Gear Solid 4. And not just in the fact of, like, he said it as much in interviews and stuff around that time, which he did, but also because he repeatedly references and shows clips of and everything portable ops in MGS4. Yeah, he didn't write it, but it had his full blessing, and he was a producer on that game, which frequently gets overlooked. He was overseeing the project, he just didn't direct it, but he was involved in portable ops.
Enemy facility
he was a lead producer on the game. It was just later on, he was like, no, nothing that I wrote is canon. And in the very same interview, and this frequently gets left out in this discussion, like the immediate question from the interviewer after he says that is, what about Portable Ops? Because the interviewer, thank God, knew the franchise well enough to know that that's a really important game that he didn't write. And Kojima's response was, well, Portable Ops, some things in Portable Ops are canon and others aren't. And that's the best response we ever got from him on that one. So basically, that's to be taken as anything that he referenced from Portable Ops is canon. The rest of it isn't. And that is only because he got caught mid-interview with that statement and was like, oh, shit, yeah, I guess parts of it are. I hate that interview so much. I hate that he said that. Just all of it. I hate that interview so much. Because it is just wholeheartedly, like, yeah, he wanted it to be, if I didn't touch it, it's not canon. Completely ignoring the fact that he treated Portable Ops as canon for years before that. And that he was involved and approved everything in Portable Ops. Just completely sidesteps all of that by being like, some of it's canon. Some of it isn't. Didn't go into specifics, though. In that level 2 canon zone with Revengeance. It should also be stated with Revengeance's story, because this almost never gets brought up, that Kojima was constantly consulted during the writing process. Can plot holes boom on a battlefield? Bloom, not boom. Sorry, I've been flashbanged. Is that a real thing that False tweeted today? I'm not on Twitter enough. Did False actually? False, what did you guys want me to read it? This is your wholesome streamer, by the way. Keep in mind that everyone would tell you that I am the not wholesome one that says crazy shit, and that False is pure and wholesome and clean. False tweeted not too long ago, and I quote, "If I ever had my boobs in your mouth, I expect a Mother's Day gift. Thank you." But I'm the one who says crazy shit. She's the clean one. According to her chatters slash just the chatters that cross over between both of our streams, that's how that gets divided up. I'm the one who says the wacky, not wholesome shit. Did you like the tweet? No. My bad. Likes aren't public anymore anyway, but my bad, False. Boom. For the record, she's not getting a Mother's Day gift from me. Where's my gift? False. False. Is there an additional rule? Are there other conditions where you expect a Mother's Day gift? Because I don't meet that one. I don't meet that criteria. I don't know what you're asking. Is there more criteria for expecting a gift on this day? Because I don't think that ever happened. Granted, my memory can be shoddy, but I feel like I would remember that. Personally, I think I would remember. That seems like something that would not be forgotten easily.
I'm a fertile motherfucker.
Yep, that's a timing. That's a timing moment for sure. That's crazy. Whoa. Perfect choice, Cholebot. I need to make a YouTube account for the Cholebot. Literally just an account that he can run through so that he can be Cholebot instead of just running it through my account. Because I can do that. I just have the bot linked to use my account. I should make a Cholebot account just for him. Bot is becoming sentient. I'd have to make him a profile picture. I don't know what he would look like. Actually, I do know. Never mind. I know exactly what he would look like. Why is Cholebot always playing RuneScape? He's trying to get a max cape. It was a good day. Yeah, the bot going rogue and spamming about balls in the chat was wild. Hilarious. Just wild. Check this out. This ace can only evade me for so long. That is Shamrock. Holy shit. They're gonna disappear. I forget so easily.
Roughly half of the enemy reinforcements have been wiped out.
Hit.
That's what I like to see, Talisman. At this rate,
Good.
we'll make it through.
That's what I do. Disable it. Yeah, I disabled it. Because it doesn't work. It does that. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, actually, and it's not fixable, it would seem. Well, there has to be some solution, just... I don't know. I don't know. I know how I could... Hold on. Hold the fucking phone. Brain blast. Not programming stream? Bro, I could do it. It would probably take about 2 minutes to do that. If the idea works right out of the box, that is, which it should. Which it should. Oh, that's... Do it. Let me finish this.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
Get him. Get his ass.
Sign of the enemy on radar. They've been wiped out completely. Mission accomplished.
We're finally back on the mainland.
Nearly a 200-point lead? Holy shit. Need a new...
Let's go home. Back to our loved ones.
We've taken control of the coast. We couldn't have done it without Garuda's cover.
I know how to do this, chat. Okay.
Enemy forces on Rargam Beach have been annihilated, and the landing operation has ended successfully. We are finally able to provide full relief and support to our exhausted forces on the mainland. The American military is in position to advance towards the center of the continent, combine with our forces fighting the resistance, and take out Estavakian forces. Garuda team, you've really earned a great name for yourselves here. Pull yourselves together and get ready for some action up there. We don't want this to be your last mission.
Enjoy the spinnies. I'm cooking. Why did I only get an S rank for objective A? Why didn't I get a rank for C? Okay. Hold on now. Wait a minute. Wait a minute now. So I do that. And then... We do this. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't want to do it that way. Hold on. Still cooking. Still cooking.
I got so excited I shot a load, my bad.
No, that is how I want to do that. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I wish I hadn't skipped the replay now. Hold on, chat. Hold on. I'm doing it.
Be a piss baby false according to where I'm pissing. Yeah.
Insane. Set it like that. And then here we do it like that. Yeah. And then at the start, I gotta do this. Do that. And then my beloved if-else statement. That should work. That should work. I think. What's this trigger? Right, of course, yes. Okay. Okay. It worked on Twitch. Now, we pull the code over. Right, chat? We go ahead and we copy paste that blurb, and then we copy paste this blurb. Oops. Whoa. This. To that. Oh, can I not do it? Oh. Okay, chat, here we go. Get this. It is working. This is the intended effect. Let me go in and manually... Okay. It might not respond to me doing it. Oh. Oh no, chat, hold on. One more thing. Save. Someone do it now. Why are we saying balls? I'm testing something with my bot. Oh no. Okay, wait, that one. Save it. Live, damn. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to do something. Oh. Sorry, I forgot to turn it back on again. Okay, chat, try it now. It might work. He might do it. He might do it. He's not doing it. Which is interesting. All right, do it now. I'm troubleshooting. I swear, this one's gonna work, I think. See, now he's just not doing it. Try it one more time. Doesn't work on Twitch either. Okay. That might actually be a good sign. We'll see. I'll push that update to the rest of it later and see what happens. We'll see. That might actually be a good sign. It could just be that it's bugged because I fucked with it weird. It could be a good thing. Which might sound odd, but I swear it might be. Alright. Bring me back to that menu. Give me a quick save on my game data, just to be sure. Just to be sure. It is about that time. I got a Mother's Day dinner. You know how that goes. But we did good things today. We got a couple of medals. Yeah, we got the golden machine gun medal and we got the fighter only campaign done. And all the aces are collected now. We made good progress. I got 5 missions through the attacker only run. We're doing good things. We're doing good things. So, anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub, follow, whatever, come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing all sorts of other stuff. Like, we've been playing Oblivion Remastered. The new Doom enters early access on Tuesday. I have the early access. I will be streaming it on Tuesday. We're doing Metal Gear, Resident Evil, Yakuza. We're doing all sorts of good stuff. Come back for any of it. Also, if you enjoy it and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a like on the YouTube side. Helps out with the algorithm and stuff. You know how that goes. If you're looking for links to anything else outside of YouTube or Twitch to engage with the community, check out links in the description below on YouTube or on Twitch. They're on the channel page. They're in chat commands. Things like Twitter, Discord server. If you're looking for them, you'll find them. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you always back here next time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream. And goodbye.